Hey, hi all. Today we're going to discuss the church not mentioned in Revelation after chapter 3. Of course, chapter 2 and 3 are for two of the seven churches, and they aren't the most holy individuals. Here we see that they are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, and as a result, God is wanting to vomit them, to spew them out of his mouth. We also see in Revelation 3, verse 4 and 5, that those who do not overcome, that God is going, their names are in danger of being blotted out of the Lamb's book of life. So here we have the church that names aren't in the book of life. Does that mean that they're rapture material? Or if you're being vomited out of his mouth, does that make you rapture material? Of course not. You see, the church is made up of both the foolish and the wise virgins, as is seen in Matthew 25. The foolish virgins simply didn't bring any extra oil, and their lamps went out because they weren't prepared to endure as long as it was necessary. In the end, they are told, "Depart from me, I know you not." Were they not watching? No, it says that they were watching. They just simply didn't come prepared to endure to the end. There's other places in the scripture where it talks about the church. The church is both the sheep and the goats. In the end, the goats are told, "Depart from me, I know you not." The church is made up of all four soils that are found in Mark 4, where Jesus gives the parable of the sower. There's the weedy soil, where the world creeps in and the cares of the world are more important. There's the stony soil. Well, this one's interesting. The stony soil, they have no mindset for persecution and tribulation. That sounds like the very reason we're told that we have to comfort one another with these words. As it's taken out of context, we're told that it's to tell us that we don't have to suffer tribulation and persecution because Jesus paid it all. That would be contrary to what Jesus actually taught. He told us to take up our cross daily. There isn't even a bigger picture of persecution than the cross. And after the cross, he told us, "As the Father has sent me, so send I you." In the parable of the sower, he tells us that those who do not have the mindset for tribulation and persecution are stony soil, and when tribulation and persecution come, they immediately stumble. Jesus says in John 16, verse 33, "To be of good cheer. In this world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world." So in the next chapter, he's prays, "I pray that you will not take them from this world, but that you will keep them from the evil." That's 17, verse 15. So when we're discussing this topic, we must understand that the church is made up of multiple facets, and not all of the church goes to heaven. It's only the fertile soil. It's only the wise virgins. It's only the sheep. It's only the saints. And the saints are the only ones mentioned after Revelation 4, because the rest of the church has no consideration, as they will be soon falling away. For when persecution and tribulation come, they immediately stumble. Paul tells us that there's going to be a falling away in 2 Thessalonians 2. This falling away is, we're told, is the apostasy, or the Greek word apostasia, where apostasy means to depart from the faith. Apparently, a Genevan Bible translation just uses the word depart. And so we're told, oh, well, then it's the rapture because it uses the word depart. Unfortunately, that would be taking it out of context, because Paul says in verse 1 that that day that we are gathered unto him cannot happen until this departure, this apostasia takes place. So you can't have the rapture cannot happen until the rapture happens. That's called circular reasoning. It's a departure from the faith. And the departure of the faith happens prior to our gathering unto him. And Jesus tells us how that departure happens. It comes from the other soils mixed in with the fertile soil. Only the fertile soil will make it. All right. So to say that, hey, look, there's no church mentioned after chapter 4, therefore the concept of a rapture must be true is just an argument birthed in deceit, which every argument to present a rapture ideal is birthed in deceit, for no scripture ever states a rapture prior to tribulation. All right. Hope this is helpful. Take care.